Okay, folks, we're going to continue working on some Hebrew today. I'm trying to do a little bit of this as often as I could possibly do it. I had a little bit of trouble getting my system up where I wanted it today for some reason. So anyway, we are working on Targila. Let's see, so we got to come up with number 4, which is I think it's Aleph, Shtayim, Shlosh, and what's 4?
Arba.
Arba, that's right, Arba.
Arba.
Arba. So it's kind of like I think I've seen it transliterated like Arba, kind of like that. Okay, so remember our vocabulary here. Let's see here. So we've got Kulam for everybody. Notice that that's masculine, and then it's also plural. Yesh li, there is to me, essentially. Lehitz ta'er is to be sorry. Mitz ta'er. This one looks almost like from sorriness or something. We'll have to see that work out a little more. Haval is too bad. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got Hashalem, so I think that's complete. Yes, lay something or ain lay something. Okay, so there is to someone or there is not to someone. Hashalem. Yeah, complete.
Hashalem.
All right, so let's see. Ron Ohav Likro. Let's see here. This looks like Ron likes. This Likro looks to read. I think that's read. Likro. Yeah, that's right.
Likro.
Likro, to read. Okay, so then basically, but what they're putting here is yesh li. Is reading. Okay. See what I got here. Jerry Christopher. I got somebody in my waiting room. Let's find out what the story is here. Up to my security here. Okay. I'll let him in. And we will mute. Okay, so okay, Jerry, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you interested in Hebrew? Just go ahead and type it in there. Well, that's a security feature. First, I like to find out who I'm talking to. And see what the story is. I've had some rascals come in before and interrupt the Hebrew class, so. Are you interested in Hebrew? Says, he says, can you unmute me because I don't like typing? Okay, he says yes, okay. All right. So I take it, are you interested in biblical Hebrew or modern Hebrew? We'll get a couple more questions and then I'll give you a chance to get on the mic. You're new, okay, so you are learning do you at least learn the alphabet? Okay, I'm gonna give you one chance on the mic, okay? This is your one chance. You're somebody I'm not familiar with, you're off the internet. So you know, decorum rules apply.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you, Jerry. Tell us if
Yes.
you're interested in Hebrew.
Yes. I like learning languages. This is my second language, and I'm very happy that you're helping me to learn this language, and thank you.
Okay, well, we are quite happy to be able to put this material out there. And
Yes.
go ahead and you're welcome to stay around. And if you happen to know any answers, put them in the chat and I'll give you credit. Okay, so with this, this here is what we're working on, Targil Arba, which is exercise number 4. And this says Hashalem, which means complete. So we're going to complete with Yesh Lamed something or Ain Lamed something. So this one here, we have Ron Ohev Lipro. Ron likes to read. And so basically what we're doing here is we're putting Yesh Li Ohev. And then now this looks like Sprot, so books. So he likes to read books, essentially. Now that's in, this is not in block script. So this is more in cursive, so that's an extra thing. I usually don't start anyone out on any of those. So number 2, we have Shiri. This would be a proper name here. And the he is the pronoun she. Okay, so we lost something here. What happened? Yeah, we lost the screen somehow. All right, let's try that. Okay, welcome back. I had to make a couple of adjustments here. Okay, all right, so we are now back on this one here, Shiri, he, studentit. This looks like studentit, so it's female. Odesh, this is new. Beuniversita. So Shiri, he studentit. She is a student. She is a new student. Beuniversita. So she is a new student in the university. Well, this is kind of intermediate stuff, Jerry, but I tell you what, being that you're like the first one that seems serious about learning Hebrew, that's come into my room, let's switch this up a little bit. And we'll go over let's see if do you know the alphabet, at least? I'll give you a chance to answer. Do you know the alphabet?
No.
Okay, so you don't know the alphabet. All right, so what I would suggest is first, before you embark on going further in learning Hebrew, go to the alphabet and learn that. And let me give you a program here. I'm going to give you a program. Okay, this is an intermediate class. Let me see if we can change this up a little bit. I'm going to open something else here. We need okay, so this is really what you need here. And this will teach you the alphabet. Okay. So do you hear that aleph on there? Is the sound coming through? Let's see here. We need to share sound. That's right. We can get it to work here. All right, we're sharing sound now.
Aleph.
Able to hear that?
Aleph.
Okay, so the consonant aleph is a glottal stop. Okay, a stop of the airflow, much like the initial sound of the word about. It can only be pronounced when it is followed by a vowel. So this is really a silent letter. Now, if you put it with a couple other letters that have sound,
Ani.
you get ani.
Ani.
Okay, so because you've got a noon and a yod here. How about this one? Me'od.
Me'od.
But you know, this really isn't pronounced because it's a silent letter. Okay, so when in spoken Hebrew, aleph is often silent. The written language reflects the principle that no Hebrew syllable can begin with a vowel. Thus, a word sounds to you like it starts with a vowel. It is likely that its first letter is aleph or ayin. You can see here. Okay, so
Ima.
So why is it that we get an E sound on this? Well, because in modern Hebrew, you don't have any nikud. There's no nikud, which are the vowel pointing. No nikud, no vowel pointing. So what would this look like with vowel pointing? It would look like this. With a dot under there, we call this dot a hirik. Okay, I'm going to unmute you so that you can have a chance to repeat what I'm doing here so other people online can see how an online teaching session happens. I'm kind of changing my program for today since you decided to come into the room. So I'm going to unmute you now.
Hello.
Okay, so let's try this again, see what you've retained. What's that letter?
Aleph.
Aleph, good. You remember what this dot underneath the aleph is called?
No.
We call this a hirik, and it's
Hirik.
an E sound. Okay, so basically we're taking a look at this as if this had nikud on it. So here's a mem, and here's another aleph. Now, under this mem, how do we get the ema sound? You're not going to see any of this pointing here, but you'll either have like a patak or a kamet. So I'd have to look that up in biblical Hebrew, but it's going to be an A class vowel. So we get ema. So that's
Ima.
mother. In Hebrew, ema is mother.
Ima.
Okay, and then let's clear that out a little bit. Now we've got this one here. Notice how there's an aleph in the front of the word mother, and there's an aleph on the end of the word mother. The same thing for father. We have Abba. Abba. So it'd be spelled like this. Abba.
Abba.
That's right, Abba. And so we still, you notice how the, let me write this out. Start with an aleph. Now, this is most likely, if I can get, I've got a program that will tell me exactly what the nikud are. And that is a program called Ha'elim. And if I put Abba in there, mostly I've been working with, okay, so here's what it looks like. You're going to have what's called a patak, and that's how you get the ah sound. And then under the bet, this is a bet, you're going to have another ah sound, which is an A class vowel. And then it's going to end with the silent aleph. So we equals Abba. Okay.
Oh, I understand.
But you don't see any of this in modern Hebrew. You won't see the patak, you won't see the kamets, and you won't even see the dagesh.
It disappears.
It's much more difficult. This is why a lot of times it might be best for people who are learning Hebrew to start with biblical Hebrew or classical. Because you're
this
going
is
to get
quite
the vowel
hard.
pointing. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a little bit hard, but I got it.
Yes. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna that was just the first example, and I sort of broke some of these down, but I'm not gonna do that with all of these. It's enough just to learn the alphabet at your level. So let's try this again. Give me this one here.
Aleph.
Aleph.
Good, okay. We're gonna continue to the next one. You recognize this one?
Bet.
Bet?
Bet.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. How about this one?
Emo.
Email. It
Gimel.
looks like you can see it up there, can't you?
I can't. Dalet.
Dalet, okay.
Dalet. Hey.
Hey.
Okay, I hit that one a little early.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're using sort of a Sephardic pronunciation. Wow,
Yeah.
I detect that. Are you sure you don't know any Hebrew?
No. Really.
Huh? Okay,
Vav.
okay, good.
Zayin.
Zayin.
Zayin, good. All right, I'll try not to hit it this time.
Bet.
Yes, het.
Chet.
Good.
Tet.
Tet.
Yeah, good.
Yot.
Yod.
Yod.
Kaf.
Kaf.
Yeah,
Kaf Sofit.
yeah. Kaf Sufit.
Kaf Sofit.
Lamet.
Lamed.
Lamed.
Mem.
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 Mem Sofit.
Mem
Ah,
Sofit.
That's right. Mem Sufit.
Nun.
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 Nun Sofit.
Yeah, Nun Sufit.
Nun Sofit.
Samech.
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 Yeah. Ayin.
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 Pei.
Okay.
Pei.
Pei Sofit.
Okay.
Pei Sofit.
Sadi.
Yeah. Zadi.
Tzadi.
צדי סופית.
Nadisa.
צדי סופית.
קוף.
Kof.
קוף.
ריש.
Reish.
ריש.
Yeah, you even got that trill on there.
שין.
שין.
Okay, so that now there's do you know how many sets of twin letters there are in the
No.
Hebrew alphabet? Okay, so there's 4 sets of twin letters. This is one of them. Well, actually, let me back up here. Let me back up here to one of them here. This is a better example. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so right now, if you were to look at this from a biblical Hebrew standpoint, this would be a vet. In other words, I'm speaking in a biblical Hebrew standpoint. In other words, classical Hebrew, because that classical Hebrew includes all of vowel pointing. But the twin letter of this would look just like this, but it would have a dagesh in there, so we would get bet. And so there's 4 of these sets like this. Okay, all right. So that's what I would suggest you work on. Let me see if I can get a
Yeah, I kind of understand this. Yeah.
send you a text with this link. Hopefully this link will show up for you, and then you can save this text and work on these, and then you will be able to let me figure out where our text is at. There it is. It's under chat.
Do I pay for the lesson?
I'm sorry?
Do I pay for the lesson? Like money for the lesson?
Well, this is just for your own, learning. You know, I don't charge anything for these classes. I only
I can
charge for private, but people come to me beforehand and they say, hey, I'd like to go through this series of classes and this series of information. If I'm not strong enough in that particular area, I have 2 or 3 other people that are stronger in particular areas than I am. And I
can-
refer them on to those people.
I can pay for the meeting. I think I've learned many things today and I can pay. But
Okay,
how much?
well, I usually charge $20 Cash App for an hour of instruction. And I think you'll find that's really cheap because a lot of people, if you get private party, the reason being is that it just, I think of it as more of I'm renewing information for myself, because when someone teaches information, they're learning too. They're
Yeah,
viewing information. So my rates are a lot more reasonable probably than a lot of people. I've seen some people, they charge, you know, $60 an hour or something like that. I don't see the value in that. Because it's almost like, you know, the knowledge should be something that is not, you know, everything in our world is branded and everything in our world is, you know, you got all these different, everybody has a trademark on everything, but knowledge shouldn't be that way.
mhm.
Knowledge should be freely given and freely received
Do you have PayPal?
for the
I don't
most
have.
part, you know.
Do
So
you have Do you have PayPal? I don't have Cash App.
I don't use PayPal anymore because they take things out, but I tell you what, I'll give you you can just hang around these online classes. You're going to learn a lot anyway. Okay,
Okay.
let's do that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue going through this material here, and you could just glean what you can. And the more that you learn the alphabet, the more that you learn the vocabulary, then the more you'll be able to pick up. This is more of like an intermediate level here. So I'm going to put you back on mute and I'm going to continue on. But it's a pleasure meeting you, Jerry. And we can talk after the class if you like. Okay, folks, so we're going to continue. Number 2, we have Shiri, he, studentit. Shiri, she is a student. She's a student, and studentit. Why is it the feminine suffix? Because we're talking about Shiri, and she's feminine, right? So we have Hodesha, which is new. So she's a new student, but universita, in the university. So what are we gonna use? We have to come up with something that fits this circumstance here. Okay, now we could put something like she is a new student. We could put let's see, there is to her, so we could say yesh la. Yesh la. There's a lot of different options here. We could say there is to her yesh la. So there is to her. How about Sfarim? Let's see. And call that one up. Books. Many books. How about that? Yesh la Sfarim Rabim. She has many books. Okay.
יש לה ספרים רבים.
Okay, so Sfarim, we have a Samik, a Fe, a Resh, a Yod, a Mem Sofit. Yesh la Sfarim, and then Rabim. Now, I don't know what their answer key is going to be on here. But this kind of makes sense here because Shuri, she is a student, a new student in the university. Yesh la Sfarim Rabim. She has many books. So let's see what their answer is here. And maybe we'll get a better idea exactly what they're going for here. Okay, so we have Shiri, he studentit. She is a student at the Shah Universita. Okay, Universita. There it is, yesh la. Okay, got that right. Now look at this here. Now, basically, there's so many options here. You can make something up as long as it's grammatically correct. But look what their answer is here. It's harbe, havarim, hadashim. Okay, so there is to her harbe. That's lots. And then havarim and hadashim. So many friends. So she has new friends. Thus we have hadashim here. Havarim. She has many new friends. Okay, so that's what their answer is. So they went the friend route and answered it that way. Let's see if we can get rid of this one here. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's try another one here. We have him, let's see, Ovadim. They are working. Hem Ovadim, Vagam, Lomdim. Okay, they are working and they are studying. Let's say, and also studying. Vagam, Lomdim, and also studying. Hem Ovadim, Vagam, Lomdim. Yes.
הם עובדים וגם לומדים.
Okay, so they are working and also studying. So we have to come up with something that uses something like this. So notice if we say there is to them, we would have to use like hem here. Okay, so we'd have the lahem, to them. So there is to them. How about we say a lot They are working and they are studying. How about there is not to them a lot of time? We could say something like that. If they're working and studying, there is not to them a lot of time. Let's use this one. Ein. And we're going to use the lamed for the preposition to, but we're going to say to them. So how do we say them? Well, lahem. Ein lahem. There's not to them. And then the word for time is, I think it's zaman. And if you were to say, how about we could say like harbe zaman? Ein lahem harbe zaman. That's right.
אין להם הרבה זמן.
Okay, so harbe is a lot. Okay, ein lahem harbe zaman. Ein lahem harbe zaman. Okay, so there is not to them a lot of time. Well, this makes sense to complete that sentence, doesn't it? Because here it says hem obedim, they are working the gam lomdim and also studying. So if you're working and you're studying, you don't have a lot of time, do you? So this makes sense. Ein lahem harbe zaman. There is not to them a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time. All right, let's see what the answer key came up with for that. Number 3. Okay, so we have hem obedim v'gam lomdim. So they are working v'gam lomdim and studying. They are working and they're studying. Ein lahem, yep, okay, got that one. Zaman, look at that. There is not to them time. Lelechet, let's look what they got here. Lekolanoa, look at that. There's not time for them to. Ein lahem zaman lelechet lekolanoa. Okay, that's right, to the cinema. Look at how they answered that.
אין להם זמן ללכת לקולנוע.
Look at that. They put ein lahem zaman. So I got these, I kind of figured that this would probably have something to do with it, but they chose to go the cinema route instead of just saying they don't have a lot of time. Laleket means to go, and la kolanoa is like the cinema. It's like the movies. Like, okay. All right, so let's continue on here. So number 4, we have, let's see this one here. Oh, Geveret Zahavi. That's Mrs. Zahavi, okay. And then 2 Mrs. Zahavi. So that's Legeveret Zahavi, the 2 Mrs. Zahavi. Yesh Hayom, there is today. Harbe Ovda, there is today. Okay, so we have today, Harbe Ovda. So there is today a lot, Harbe is a lot of work, right? So they're using a proper name here. That's kind of an interesting exercise here. So we've got, so this is Mrs. Geveret, and then Zahavi is the name of the woman. So it's Mrs. Zahavi. The Geveret Zahavi, Yesh Hayom Harbe Ovda. Okay, so how are we going to convert this to something like this? Now we can say there is not to her. We would say ein la. Or we could say yesh la, there is to her. So we got to come up with something to make sense. So let's see here. Mrs. So we have Legeveret Zahavi, to Mrs. Zahavi, yesh, there is, ayo, today, harbe ovada, there is today a lot of work. How about we say, yesh la, there is to her, or how about we say ein la, there is not to her harbe zaman. I don't know, we could try that. I'm going to use the lamen for 2 or 4. So in this case is to her, right? And we're going to use hey. Okay, ein la. Okay, so there is not to her. Let's see here. We can use arbe again. And zaman. Okay. Ein la harbe. So there's not a lot of time for her. Let's see what they come up with. Legeveret Zahavi, Yesh Hayom, Harbe Obada. So to Mrs. Zahavi, there is today a lot of work. Ein la, okay, zaman. Now look at this one here. Zaman ledever. I think that has to do with, look at that one there. Ein la zaman ledeber. Yeah, that's right. So she doesn't have a lot of time to talk. That's what the route they went.
אין לה זמן לדבר.
Yeah, ledeber. Okay, so there is not to her zaman time to talk. Ledeber. All right. Okay, so number 5, we have Naknu Garim. So we are dwelling Baheder. I think Baheder is a room. I have to look that up again. Katan, a small room. Oh, not just a small room, but a very small room. Look at that. Okay, so Anaknu Garim, Baheder Katan Me'od. Okay, so we are dwelling in a room, small, very small. So that's essentially what that's saying. We're dwelling in a very small room. Anaknu Garim Baheder Katan Me'od.
אנחנו גרים בהדר קטן מאוד.
Okay, so we live in a very small room. Now look at Google Translate. They're translating this as we live in a very small mansion, but Baheder, I think, is room. And let me double check that. I'll try this other. iPhone works a lot better for Google Translate. I don't know what iPhone has done to make it better, but it just works a lot better. Anaknu Garim Baheder Katan Me'od.
אנחנו גרים בהדר קטן מאוד.
Well, what's the one for room then? Yeah, it's heder.
חדר.
Yeah, Baheder. Okay, so I knew it's a room. That's right. All right, so this is we are dwelling in a room, small, very small room. So now how do we convert this? We could say there is not a lot of, that's kind of redundant to say there's not a lot of space. There is to us, how about, well, I could say there is not to us, la'enu, there is not to us, and let's see, ein la'enu, I think that's what it is, ein la'enu. Ein la'enu. Yeah,
אין לנו.
oh, it's lanu, okay. Ein lanu, okay, so there is not to us, I could say a lot of space. Yeah, makom, we could say ein lanu makom. Okay, so makom is space. I'm putting some nakud on there. Eina lanu makom. So there is not any space. There's not to us any space. Now let's see what they choose. Okay, anaknu garim bahedu. So we are dwelling in a room, katan me'od, in a small room. Okay. Okay, glad you could join us, Jerry. Next time, we'd be happy to have you again. Shalom, shalom. So we have anaknu garim baheder katan me'od, and then ein lanu makom. Look at this. There is not to us space. All right, I think I got that. That's one that I got exactly right. All right, let's take a look at number 6. Atem hulachim. So you all are walking akshav laseret. In other words, it's a question. So are you all going now to the movie? That's essentially what that's saying. Atem hulachim akshav laseret. Are you all going now to the movie? Atem hulachim akshav laseret. Yeah.
אתם הולכים עכשיו לסרט.
Yeah, akshav laseret. Okay, so how do we change this? And this, we got to maintain this as a question. Let's see here. There is not to you. Temulakim Akshavla Sarah. You all are going now to the movie? Oh, there is not to you all much time. How about that? How about Ain Lee? Or actually, it's going to be you. It's going to sort of be like, I bet you it's going to be like, I got to look at that chart again. It's got to match this Tim. There's lahem, that's them, and this is you all, lachem. I think that's you all. Double check that. Ein lachem. Yeah, you all don't have, that's right.
אין לכם.
Yeah, okay, so it's a hem, lechem. So this is the one we're looking at. This is the one we want to use right here. Lechem. Like I'm having a lot of tech problems today. Okay, so let's see here. Atem holachim akshav laseret. You all are going now to the movie, and so how about there is not to you all a lot of time. That's a bad lamed. Okay, so ein lachem, there is not to you harbe. That's a lot. Zaman. Okay, so there's not to you a lot of time. So that's just something I came up with. Let's see what the answer key says for number 6. Okay, so anaknu garim. No, not that one. We're doing this other one. Atem holachim akshav laseret. Okay, so you all are going now to the movie laseret. Yesh lehem. Okay, we got that right. Look at this right here. Garrett to seam. There is to you, kertasim. Come on. There we go.
כרטיסים.
Kartasim.
כרטיסים.
So kartasim, there is not to you ticket. There is to you all tickets. You all have tickets. That's what that is. Yesh lechem kartasim.
כרטיסים.
Kartisim.
כרטיסים.
Kartisim. Okay, so yesh lechem kartisim. There is to you all tickets. All right, that's a good answer for that. I like that. All right, let's see here. Ainet Vayael, Ainet Vayael. Okay, so and Ohavot. Let's see, like musica, music. Let's see, this looks like klasit. I think it's like classical music. Ainet Vayael Ohavot musica klasit. That's right. You could put a yod in there. Ainut. There we go.
עינת ויעל אוהבת מוסיקה קלאסיתית.
We don't need classic T.
עינת ויעל אוהבת מוסיקה קלאסית.
No, we don't need ohevet. It's ohavot. Ohavot. There we go.
עינת ויעל אוהבות מוסיקה קלאסית.
Yeah, musica classic. Okay, so basically, okay, so Inat ve'Yael ohevet musica classic. Okay, so they like classical music. We could say to them, yesh lehem. Basically, there is to them. How about many records? We said like many records. Yeah, yesh lehem shi'im rabim. So records are. Okay, so there is to them she'im rabim.
יש להם שיאים רבים. יש להם שיאים רבים.
Yesh lahem se'im rabim. So there is to them many records. So maybe you could say, you know, they have many records. Now that record thing, I probably should have put in there something like CD discs or something, because a record could be something else. So I'm not sure if I got that word, the exact word for the record in the context I'm trying to get, which is those little round things they put on the, you know, back in the old days, they used records. Okay, so let's see. Enat ve'Yael ohevet musika klasit. So Enat and Yael ohevet musika klasit. So and they like classical music. Oh, look at this right here. They did something completely different. Yesh lahen, there is to them. Oh, wait a minute here. I thought one of these was a guy, but that apparently is a girl. It's feminine. I put lahem, but more correctly, it should be lahen, because we got two girls here apparently. Got Yael. I knew Yael was feminine, but I didn't know about Enat. I thought that was like a boy's name, but anyway, all right, so. Now look at this one here. D-scheme shell. Oh, D-scheme. That's got to be disks belonging to. Look at this. Beethoven. Look at that. That's a transliteration of Beethoven. Of Mozart. Mozart. Look at that. Okay, I got that pretty close, but look at how the detail oriented they got on this answer. Yesh lahen diskim shel Beethoven ve Mozart. Okay, so there are to them many Beethoven and Mozart discs. So it's like CD discs. All right, Anurotzim linsoa. Okay, so actually ani, oh, this is ani, probably rotse linsoa. Okay, so there, let's see, I want to travel Anglia, to England, La Anglia. Okay, to England, Aval, but now we have to complete this. Ani rotse linsoa La Anglia. So I want to travel to England, Aval, but what? How about there is not to me tickets or a plane ticket, but I don't have a plane ticket. Yeah, that's right. Aval, ainli. Okay, so Aval, ainli, there is not to me Kartis, let's see, Kartis.
אבל אין לי כרטיס טיסה.
Kartis tisa. Okay, so this would be the ticket part. Kartis. We have another somic here. Kartis, and so this is a ticket.
אבל אין לי כרטיס טיסה.
Kartis tisa, plane ticket. Okay, ein li kartis. So there is not to me a ticket. I don't have a ticket. We got somebody else that came into our room here. This is Melissa R. Okay, I know Melissa. We'll let her have free reign here. Hey, Melissa. How you doing? I'll give you the mic power.
Hello,
Hey, Melissa. How's it going?
it's okay.
Yeah. What you been up to lately?
Well, I happened to see you on there, so I thought, what the heck, I'll just listen in.
Yeah. Well, I've been working on some Hebrew here. I did have an interesting guy come in. He sounded foreign. And you'll have to see it on the video. But, I took him to the alphabet. But you know what? I kind of wonder if this guy really does know Hebrew, because the way he was pronouncing some of the letters made me kind of tip me off that this guy was just kind of funning around a little bit, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I don't know the people that come into this room other than like you or people that I know from the Ahad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. You could get anybody on there. That happened to us one night. We were Zooming. This guy jumped in and he ended up giving this whole long story about his life and just blew us away.
Well,
yeah, you can meet some
live
interesting
stream, by the
people.
way. So you probably found out by the live stream, right? You saw the live stream?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Usually when I see it, it's too late. And this time it said that you were still on. So I thought, oh, I'll jump in there and see how this is.
Yeah, I'm just progressing. I'm like a turtle. You know, it's I'm just slowly progressing through this book. And this
Okay.
book here this might be my last, actually, this might not be my last hour because I spent some time with that Jared fella. And so I kind of didn't focus all on this, but this is like video C. So this is the 4th hour now, just on this chapter. Because I'm trying to explore every nook and cranny. Lesson 26. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3 lessons, and now this is the 4th lesson. I just finished with this one, put it on the recording. So anyway, you probably don't study very much Hebrew, or do you? You spend time studying the alphabet or anything like that? Might have lost her. Okay, all right, let's continue on here, fellas. There are folks out there. We have Targil 5. And remember, if before it was Targil Arba, this is
Targil Hamesh.
yeah, Hamesh, that's right. Targil Hamesh. Okay, so look at this right here. Tirgam le'ivrit. So translate to Hebrew. Okay, so that's straightforward enough. Let's see. Galia, do you have today's newspaper? Newspaper's Iton. Today is Hayom. Do you have? I could put Yesh La or Legalia. Let's see. Yesh. We can say Galia, Lesh, Yesh La, Iton, Hayom Iton. How about that? Let's try that. Galia, Yesh La, Hayom Iton. There we go.
Galia yesh lecha yom iton.
We got to say La. There is to, oh yeah, lick to you. There is to you. That's right.
Galia yesh lecha yom iton.
Okay, so how do we do this? So basically we should have Galia. So there's Galia, and then we'll put there is. So this now I'm putting these Shabbat in here so that this is to you, but it's you feminine. So Galia yesh lech hayom, today. Sometimes I include the Nikud on here so you guys can get a little easier idea. And then Iton is a newspaper. Okay, so I've got Galia, Yesh Lech Hayom Iton. Galia, do you have today's newspaper? So let's see what the answer key says. Oh, if I edit these videos. No, I don't. This is just, this is live. This is unfiltered. That's it, This is unfiltered. There's just my study journey. That's really a journal. It's my study journey. I just saw your thing there. All right, so let's take a look at this here. Okay, so Galia yesh lech. Oh, look at this. They put Ha'iton shel Hayom, belonging to today. I just put Hayom Iton, today's newspaper. But look at this. This is what I missed right here. So I should have looked at that closer. Today's newspaper. So Iton Ha'iton shel Hayom. That's interesting. I learned a little bit on that one. Okay, so let's try another one here. We don't have the tickets for the concert. Okay, so there is not to us. How about that? Ein lanu karsetim le concert. Ein lanu karsetim le concert. That's right.
אין לנו כרטיסים לקונצרט.
Kartesim
אין לנו כרטיסים לקונצרט.
is tickets. Okay, so Ein lanu kar kartesim. So these are tickets. And then to the concert, so basically we could put like
אין לנו כרטיסים לקונצרט.
yeah, la concert. So basically it's like basically it'd be like something like maybe like a kametz or a patak under there, but you wouldn't see that in modern Hebrew. And then this would be like a holem, but you wouldn't see that again in Hebrew, in modern. And then a tet. So we should have ein lanu kartesim le concert. Okay, so we don't have the tickets for the concert.
אין לנו כרטיסים לקונצרט.
Okay, all right. So let's see what they have. There it is. Ein lanu kartesim le concert. All right, I got that one right. Okay, so how about this one? Rami, Gil, do you have time? So I could put Rami the Gil yesh. How about yesh lechem zaman? How about that? Rami the Gil yesh lechem zaman.
רוני וגיל, יש לכם זמן.
Okay, we need Rami, not Rani. Rami. There we go. We don't need the whole lamb. How about, there we go.
רמי וגיל, יש לכם זמן.
Okay, how about this here? So Rami is Resh, Mem, Yod, and then Vagil is, we've got a Gemel, Rami Vagil, okay, Yesh. Now we're going to say, do you all? Basically, it's kind of like in the South. Do you all have time? We're going to say this in Hebrew now. Lechem. So yesh lechem, do you all, and then zaman, do you all have time? There is to you. Basically, it's saying there is to you time. Now this is just, do you have? This is you have time. Well, I need to put yesh lahem, there is to you all. I might be missing something here, but I'll figure out what it is. Okay, so Roni Vagil yesh lachem zaman. You have time. Let's see what they have for number 3. Okay, so Rami, they just got Rami and Gil. That's right, because they just put Rami and Gil. Yesh lahem, okay, I got it right. Yesh lahem zaman, all right, good. All right, how about this here? They have no work, that's not good. So we could put let's see, it would be aim lahem lo ovadim, maybe. Ain lahem lo ovadim. They have no work. Ain lahem lo ovadim. We need to get the work one in there. What's that one for work?
אין להם לא work. אין להם לא work.
We can't use the transliteration. I had it right. Obadim, I think that's right. Oh, abo. About I need to look up Pa'alim to get this one. To work. Yeah, Ovadim. I don't get it. All right, let's see what they have. Ein lahem lo ovadim.
אין להם לא עובדים.
Okay. Lo. I'm putting Ovadim, but I think this, I might have something I'm missing here. Okay, so there is not to them. I think that's right, work, but Google Translate is saying that can also be employees. So this says that's not good. So how about if we put like, what would we say that's not good? It would be like lo tov. If I said this is not good, it'd be like zeh lo tov. Zeh lo tov. Zeh lo tov.
זה לא טוב.
Okay, so that is not good. Let's turn this around. Yeah, that's what they get for theirs too.
זה לא טוב.
That's not good. All right, so zeh lo tov. Let's try that. And then, okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, so they have no work. That's not good. Okay, got that right. Ein lahem ovda. Look at this. They say ovda. Isn't that strange? Okay, so it's like a singular word for work. So I should not have put ovadim because that then makes it employees. So it's ein lahem ovda. And then zeh lo tov. Okay, I got that part right. All right, so my neighbor has a nice room, but she has no table or chairs. Okay, so I'm trying to remember that word for neighbor. Yeah, hashukan.
השכן שלי.
Hashakan Shali. Okay, so Hashakan Shali. Okay, so Hashakan Shali. So my neighbor belonging to me. How about there is to her? We could say there is to her. So we could say yesh la. There is to her a nice room. So we could put like Hashakan Shali yesh la Baheder Tov. Hashakan yesh la Baheder. Hashakan, we need it's got to be Lee. They. My neighbor, there is to her. That still doesn't make sense. All right, I'm gonna have to look at the answer key on this one. All right, so let's see what they come up with. My neighbor has a nice room, but she has no table. Okay, so hey, look at this here. Lashakana. Okay, so this is to the neighbor belonging to me. Lashakana. There is, okay. Lashakana. Okay, so that assumes that the person speaking is a woman. Lashakana Shali. Okay, so the neighbor belonging to me, there is a room, and Yafeh is beautiful, really beautiful room. Aval, but yesh la, there is not to her shulchan or let's see, kisot is like chairs. Kisot. Okay, interesting. I enjoyed that exercise. I hope you guys did too. Let's continue on down here. We've got Targila 6. I might try to finish this whole thing today, but I bet you I've been going on for quite a while. This one doesn't give me, well, I tell you what, I wish that Android phones would get their act together. They cannot compare to iPhone. They can't get their act together. I'm already at 1 hour and 14 minutes, but I'm going to finish this chapter anyway, even if it takes me 2 hours. All right, so Targil Sheish, exercise 6. Ashalem Babilot. Let's see. This is Chayhas. So it says complete the words. Chayhas. Ashalem Bamilot Chayhas. What is that?
לשלם במילות היחס.
Oh, it's Hayahas. Look at that.
לשלם במילות היחס.
Okay, so this is Hayahas. Right there, and that's a preposition. Okay, so Hashalem Bamilot.
לשלם במילות היחס.
No, we need Hashalem, not Leshalem. Hashalem.
השלם במילות היחס.
Hayahas. Okay, so complete the words with prepositions, lamed or shell. Im o bali. I bet you that's with or without. Im lo bali si mut. With or without?
אם לא בלי,
Im lo bli. Look at that, it's just like bli.
אם לא בלי,
Im lo bli. What's this one here? Goof, okay. Suffixes.
אם לא בלי סיומות,
Siumut.
אם לא בלי סיומות,
Okay, so this is siumut. This is suffixes. Okay, Shem. As the name of suffixes, probably. The name of suffixes.
אם לא בלי סיומות שם,
And then haguf. Haguf.
אם לא בלי סיומות שם הגוף,
Yeah, without with or without the suffixes for the body name. Okay, that's essentially what that's saying. So that's the directions for this exercise. Okay, so Shemi Dan, my name is Dan. Mishpaka, the family, well, that's going to be belonging to me. Shel Li, so Hamishpaka Sheli, my family, Gara Tel Aviv, is dwelling in Tel Aviv. Gara Tel Aviv. Ima, let's see, Ima what? Ima blank, he, Isha, Ima something. She is a woman, Ritzenit. Wonder what that, I think I've seen that before. He, Isha, Ritzenit. Serious woman.
היא אישה רצינית,
Yeah. So how do I make this fit?
היא אישה רצינית,
Ritzenit, she is a very serious woman. So Ima, what do I put in here? 2 or 4 or shell. I have to use 2 or 4 or shell. How about her mother? She is a very, oh, my mother, Ima, I'm Ima. How about Ima Shali? Maybe that's, yeah, I'm going to put Shali there. Ima Shili, my mother, she is a woman very serious. She's a very serious woman. She Mora, she is a teacher, blank Sifrot Babayit. This is like a school teacher, I think. Sifrot Babayit. Sifrot Babayit.
ספרות בבית,
Sifrut Babayit.
ספרות בבית,
Okay, so Sifrut Babayit. So it's like literature at home. She is a teacher. It must be I bet you it's Lee to me. More, he more, be Mora because it's a woman, Mora. So it'd be like, he Mora Lee, she is my teacher of books at home, something like that. What I want to do is see if we get Shali, and Lee. Let's see what they have for the first line. Okay, we got Shali, Shemi Dan, Hamishpaka Shali, Gara Tel Aviv. Okay, so the family belonging to me dwells in Tel Aviv. Okay, there we go. Ima Shali, my mother. He Isha Ritzinit. She is a very serious woman. Oh, look at this here. He mora, she is a teacher. La sifrot babayit of, she's like a teacher for like literature. Let's see, wrote babait. For literature at home.
לספרות בבית.
Okay, so it's like for literature at home. She's a teacher for literature at home. So that's, so basically they just put a lamed there. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out the next line. Okay, so for literature at home, a sefer tikkun. For literature, what kind of literature? It's gonna be sefer tikkun. Tikkun. Nope. We have a cough. Oh, high school.
לספרות בבית ספר תיכון.
Yeah, bebeit sefer tikkun. So this is high school. Okay, yesh, there is blank, harbe ovda. There is a lot of work. There is to me a lot of work. It's gonna be to me. Yesh li harbe ovda. There is to me a lot of work. But he ovdet, and she works. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Mahavoker. Mahavoker. But he ovdet. What is that? It's mehaboker, from in the morning. Oh, she works, but he ovdet mehaboker ad ha'arev. Mehaboker ad ha'arev. Okay, and she works from morning until evening.
והיא עובדת מהבוקר עד הערב.
Mehaboker. Okay, so vahi ovedet, and she works mehaboker ad ha'erev.
והיא עובדת מהבוקר עד הערב.
Okay, so she works from morning to evening. Let's see, blank Abba. There is to me a father also. Wait a minute here. Blank Abba, blank Yesh. Don't know, supreme. Okay, so this one's a little tougher to figure out here. Blank, see, how about my Abba? There is to me, I could use, I think this is going to be Shali. Abba Shali blank. I gotta use either this or this. There is Tonot Safarim. Abba Shali Yesh Tonot Safarim. It's Chanot. It's Chanot. That's what it is. Chanot. Okay. That's a bookstore. That's a bookstore. Abba Shali Yesh. My father owns a bookstore.
אבא שלי יש חנות ספרים.
Okay, so what goes in here now? That's the question. I mean, I could put something like aval, but Abba Shali, my father belonging to me, yesh chanot safarim. But that's, I don't think that's what they want. They want me to stick within this here. Okay, so I'm just gonna look on the answer key and see what they have. We should see Lee here. Not sure what's there, and then Shali. Okay, so yesh la harbe obada. Okay, so that's the mother. Yeah, I think I got that, should have been right. Yesh la harbe obada. There's to her also, they're staying on the subject of the mother here. Vehi ovedet mehaboker ad ha'erev. Okay, and then la abba to abba shali, to my father. So where is that lamed they're talking about here? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, okay, there it is. To father, to my father, there is a bookstore. So he owns a bookstore. Okay, I get it. Okay, so Bahi Ovedet, and she works Mehaboker ad ha'erev. She works from the morning until the evening. Le'abba shali, so to the father belonging to me, yesh hanot svarim. So there is a bookstore. Hanot is a store, and svarim is books. All right, let's try the next line. So now that I know that the main subject is mother and father, let's see, no, the store. Belonging to my father, it's got to be, it's going to be him, I think. So the store, no, blank, Abba, popolarik, let's see, popolarit, make old. Oh, I bet you it's popular. So it's like belonging to him. But this says that wouldn't make sense because they put Abba here. Abba popularit me'od. Yeah.
Abba popularit me'od.
Yeah, popularit. So it's like it's very popular. This is like a transliteration of an English word for popular. I bet you there's going to be a lamed here. Hanod le'abba, the father. Oh, no, it's going to be a shell. That's right. Yeah, it's just plain shell. Okay, let's see. Hanot shel abba popularit me'od. Okay, got that. Gam abba v'gam. Okay, so also our father and also ima, mother, ohevim, love, et, love. They like et ha'ovda. Gam abba v'gam ima, ohevim, et ha'ovda.
גם אבא וגם אמא אוהבים את העובדה.
Both, okay, so both father and both mother. So father and mother, ima, ohavim, et ha'ovada, love the fact. This is like ovada, fact. Okay, how about their work? Ovada shell him. Shell him. Got something wrong here. That's right, love their work.
גם אבא וגם אמא אוהבים את העבודה שלהם.
Ovada, shell him. Okay, so this is work. I knew that was work. So it's going to be shell him. Okay, so we should see shell and then shell him on the third line. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. Yep, shell. Let's see. Hahanot shel Abba popularit me'od. Okay, so the store belonging to father is it's popular. It's very popular. Gam Abba v'gam Ima, also mother and also Ima. In other words, mother and father, also mother and father. Ohevim et ha'ovada shalim. Okay. I'm muddling through it. Okay, so yesh, there is gam ak katan. Okay, so there is to me. That's got to be to me. That's just talking about also a brother small. So there is to me. So it's going to be yesh li. Yesh li gam ak katan. So there is to me a small brother. Shemo Aaron. His name is Aaron. Might be like this. Like Aaron in the Bible. Shemo Aaron. Blank. Let's see. I bet it's going to be Lamed. Le Aaron, to Aaron, yesh harbe. There is a lot. Havarim, there are a lot of friends. So we should see Li, and then Le Aaron, and then Havarim, the friends. Tamid Nimsaim Babayit. Okay, so they the friends are, let's see, they're located in the house, in the house. Okay, the friends that might be they are studying. Let's see, Havarim. Take a look at that for a minute here. Havarim Lo Tamid Nimsaim Babayit. Havarim.
חברים לא תמיד נמצאים בבית.
Okay, his friends are always at home. So Havarim. So this is belonging to him. It's got to be belonging to him because we're talking about Aaron here. So Havarim lo tamid. Who else is coming in here? I'm getting a lot of participation today. Make sure that we have security on here. Okay. All right. I think I've got it so they can't take the mute off. Welcome, welcome. Okay, welcome everyone. Okay, so we should have Li, Lamed, and Lo. So let's take a look at that. Okay, Yesh, let's see, Yesh Li, yep, that's right. Gam Akatan. So there is to me also a small brother, Shemo Aaron. Okay, Le Aaron, yep, that's right. Lamed, Yesh Harbe, Havarim. There is to Aaron, he has a lot of friends. Havarim Shalo, okay. That's right, belonging to him, Tamid Nimsaim Babayit. Okay, so there are friends. Now this Tamid, I think is Tamid Nimsaim Babayit. Yeah, are always at home.
תמיד נמצאים בבית.
They are always at home. Okay, so that's right. I got those three right. What we got here? Hi, hello, welcome, sir. Can I unmute? I want to ask something. Go ahead and ask in the chat, and I will try to answer your question because I'm wrapping up here, guys. I'm wrapping up. I got one more. Oh, look at this. This we had one more. Shalanu. In the house belonging to us. They're always located in the house. In other words, they're always over in the house belonging to us. Okay, so let's see the next one. So this is going to be Shalanu here. Yesh blank babayit gam kelev katan. So there is, how about to us, Shalanu. Yesh shalanu babayit gam kelev katan. Yeah.
יש לנו בבית גם כלב קטן.
Okay, so it's just lanu. There is to us. Yesh lanu babayit, in the house, gam, also kelev katan, a small dog. And his name is looks like Mookie, like this. That's the name of their dog, Mookie. Anaknu ohavim, we love et. Let's see, Anaknu ohavim et hakelev. We love the dog. Hakelev. Let's see. We love our dog. How about lanu? Okay, lanu. Hakelev lanu. No, belonging to us. It's going to be belonging to us. Let's see, we love et hakelev. I think it's shalanu. Yeah, shalanu. Okay, so let's try that. Anaknu ohavim et hakelev shalanu. Yeah, we love our dog.
אנחנו אוהבים את הכלב שלנו.
Okay, we love our dog. He is, let's see, Huhamod. He's cute.
הוא חמוד.
Yeah, Huhamud, he's cute. Okay, one last line here. There is blank mishpaka nachamada me'od. There is to us nice family, very nice family. Okay, so let me, I'm going to put, there is to us. Lanu. Okay, so there is to us, mishpaka, very nice, mishpaka. It's going to be shalanu, probably. There is to us, family, very nice family. Okay, so we should have lanu, shalanu, and then lanu. I think that's right, but we'll double check it. Okay, so we've got, yesh lanu babayit gam kelev katan. So there is to us in the house also a small dog. Vashamo muki. Hanaknu ohivim et hakelev shalanu. So we love our dog. Huhamod, he is cute. Yeshli mishpaka, there is to us, let's see, there is to me family, nachmada me'od. In other words, there is to me a very nice family. So I have a very nice family. That's what that is. All right, now I can take time for a question. I would suggest you use Google Translate there, buddy. I see ani. Let's see. On your question there, sabadi, puki, whatever that is. Let's see. I think that person is just there to cause trouble. All right, so let's go here. John, you have a question, put it in the chat. Okay, I'll try to answer it. You can always use voice to text if you're using a phone. Okay, so yesh lanu tish. There is to us a goat. Let's see. Yesh lanu tish. There is to us a goat. Lataish. To the goat, yesh zakan. There is a that's that song we were looking at. Yesh lanu tish. We have a goat.
יש לנו תיש.
Taish, that's right.
יש לנו תיש.
We've got Yitzhak. Let's see, et Darmon. Yitzhak et Darmon. Yitzhak et Darmon. That's the name of a person. Yitzhak. Yeah, Isaac. It's got to be the name of the goat.
יצחק אלתרמן.
Okay, Isaac Alterman. That's what this is right here. Isaac Alterman. So that's got to be the name of the person who came up with this song. Yesh lanu taish. Let's see. So we got yesh lanu taish. There is to us a goat. Letaish yesh zakan. The goat is there is letaish yesh zakan. There is to the goat a tail. The goat has a tail. Letaish yesh zakan. Oh, a beard.
לתיש יש זקן.
Letaish yesh zakan. Okay. Below, see, arba regelim. So and also, and to him are 4 legs, and he has 4 legs. But gam, let's see, and also zanav katan, a small tail. Bagam zanav katan. Yeah, and also a small tail.
וגם זנב.
La 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 la. So this is that song. That's what that is. That was on YouTube. All right. Wow, that was a long class. All right, guys. We are gonna start with Shior 27 the next time. Let's see what we can come up with. This class went longer. I had some people come in. I try to keep my security features on because you never know who's out there and what kind of baloney they're gonna put across the airwaves. You know, so we have to kind of vet people before they get on there, but I pretty much allow anyone to text something and then I try to answer it. So I hope you guys have a great day today, and take a look at my details. If you'd like to donate, please donate. And yeah, willing, we will see you back again soon. Shalom, shalom.